Wait, I should have told you. I'm gonna do like a little intro. I'm gonna do a little intro, and then, which is gonna be hard for me and hard for you.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I'll close my eyes.
Okay, close your eyes. All right. Okay. now I'm
not
nervous.
Not here.
No. Wait. Okay.
You got it, girl. Take your time. Say whatever. Say
Okay.
whatever.
Say whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome.
I'm not here.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay. We can do this.
Wait.
Everyone's serious. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Elle Diablo show. My name's Elle Orlando, and I'm here with a guest, guys. I got a guest, a really fun guest. Not everyone's watching on YouTube, so not everyone knows who you are. But once I say, I mean, because they can't see you,
And not everyone will know who you are, but
because I can't see you on Spotify. But once I say your name, then they're gonna know. But she is a very funny comedian. Overall, just like a fantastic entertainer. Very talented, this one. Please welcome Chloe Troast.
thank you.
Yay. What's up?
And for those of you who don't know me, even by seeing me,
Even by seeing you.
everyone on YouTube probably knows me, but
Yeah, you're all over YouTube. You were on TV for a little bit.
I was on TV for a little bit. One calendar year.
Or actually, I don't know how much you've been on TV. Because you
Yeah.
could be on TV for a lot of things.
Streaming.
Streaming, crimes, you know.
Crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I am on streaming.
She's on streaming. What does that mean?
Like streamers? Like,
Oh, like on Netflix.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, not. Oh, yeah, I am on Netflix.
What are you on Netflix?
So I'm just going to start
Prove
right
it.
away with promotions. I am in the last episode of the 4 seasons on Netflix, out now.
Oh, cool. Oh, I've seen the 4 seasons. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching Curb for the first time in my life.
That's on Netflix?
No.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes I accidentally log on to Netflix and then I'm like, oh, 4 seasons, exit and go back into
The banner doesn't entice you?
I don't even know what it's about. 4 seasons.
Well, you're not going to know what it's about if you don't watch it.
And that's a good point. But when I'm thinking about it, I'm like 4 seasons, probably like White Lotus, because I'm thinking about hotels. Is it about a hotel?
Oh, I didn't even put that together. 4 Seasons is an elite hotel. Yeah. No, it's not about that hotel.
It's not about that. It's about seasons of life.
Actually, yeah. You got that.
Wow.
You got it. It's yeah. It's about like these couples that have been like lifelong friends, and they go on like a trip. They always go on trips together as couples. But then, life happens, people change.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's cozy.
That's cool.
It's cozy.
I love
look
a cozy
crazy
thing.
in the last episode.
You look crazy?
Personally, in my opinion.
Because of the makeup or something? Or
No.
your character is crazy?
Well, my character's kind of crazy. I have a very small part. It's I'm a woman who works behind the desk at the hotel that they're at for the last episode, but Michaela with a K. And
Michaela with a K?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a little rainy out. My voice isn't too warm. Yeah, it's the first time I'm talking all day.
No,
and what is
this
it? 3:30
No,
at
this
night.
is what happens to me
3:30
all
at
the
night.
time.
What's wrong with me?
No, I think being a comedian is a mental illness in some capacity, because it makes your brain deteriorate in like some ways, but then our brains are like really smart in other ways.
Hyper observant, low IQ.
Something like that. I agree. I think so.
Yeah.
But Michaela with a K.
Oh yeah. But I had given myself a really bad haircut like the week before shooting it. Kind of like right.
It's a good time to
Yeah, like right the worst. Maybe the
Did
worst.
you cut your
time.
hair?
Yeah, and I mean that's a theme, folks, because
Did you cut your own hair today?
No,
It looks fantastic. I was thinking about it.
I cut this is a theme because I actually gave myself a horrible haircut about a week ago, and I got extensions.
Oh, really?
This is some dead European girl's hair.
Perfect. It looks good. I mean, hey, you know, she's not no death in vain, right?
No, the death in vain.
No death in vain. Like she didn't die in vain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look good. Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, I hope. Well, yeah. I mean, God, it's so weird. Where I'm like, why am I? This is so weird. But I needed to do this for it was gonna affect my life. The haircut I gave
For
me.
sure. Yeah, bad haircut really fucks you.
Well, that's what happened before that episode, and I had to come in like a few days before shooting. I had to drive like an hour away to set so that the hair person could figure out what to do.
Okay.
It was like maybe gonna be a problem. But I had cut my hair like in the tape too. Like it wasn't but they were like, yeah, so this isn't like gonna work. And I was like, you're not wrong. Like I had a coconut.
I wish I could see it
before it,
or just like what it looked like.
Oh, I have plenty of pictures. I mean,
Okay.
We'll drop them in the link below.
Okay.
In the Dropbox. There's going to be a Dropbox with me with bad haircuts, a couple of my nudes, and then me with better haircuts, just so that you know, like I can run like a huge spectrum of looks.
Yeah. You have variety to you.
Totally.
Yeah.
And this type of variety was like coconut head, and then it was like a major grow out of red hair that I had last year.
Okay.
So it was like sort of mousy, horrible brown, and then into like disgusting, burnt, like fried off red hair.
Yeah.
And then I cut it in a bowl, and then and then
I cut it in a bowl. I set it on fire.
Yeah. Maybe if I had like actually just like cut off all my hair, it would have been cool. And then they made a very nice comment that they didn't need to say this, but they were like, yeah, the haircut's like kind of like a cool girl haircut, and like, you know, she's more like normal, whatever. And I was like, this is the ugliest girl. Like, this is not a cool girl haircut. This is like,
like mental patient.
Yeah, this is
Brittany.
Truly Brittany.
Or actually, Brittany shaved her head, so
that's cool. Maybe
so that's maybe cool. But yeah, I kind of. Hey, it's okay. You know, we all do it. We all.
And I did it again this week.
You just can't, dude. Honestly, cutting your hair is like an addiction in a way, because once you stop, you really can't stop, because you're like, okay, I fucked it up this way, and now I've learned my lesson, so now I know how to cut it in the better way, and you're still bad.
No, but you don't cut your hair.
I used to.
Your hair is too beautiful.
I used to in middle school.
You're too beautiful for haircuts.
Yeah, sweetheart, you're too beautiful. You should smile more.
Yeah.
That's your energy. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, your hair is beautiful.
Dude, my hair, I got a really bad haircut. This woman, and it's usually like the woman who dyes my hair always wants to cut my hair, and she can dye it really good, but she cannot cut for her life. And she tries to like I have thin hair, but I have a lot of hair, and everyone's like, oh, I just want to thin it out. I'm like, no, it's already, you can hold all my hair in one hand.
So what is that? People explain that to me. Like, it's like, so you have you have not a lot of hair, but the hair is thick. And
so I have a lot of hair, but the hair is thin. So it's still, in terms of mass, it's not
Can
that.
I touch it?
Yeah, it's like not that much mass, you know?
So they mean, wait, sorry, say it again. This is sort of a square and rectangle issue for me.
This is geometry. So I have a lot of hair,
right?
But it's thin. So
the strands are thin.
So instead, if you had a lot of hair and it was thick, you'd have like a huge thick bunch in your hand. But because mine is thin, you can really squeeze it tight, type of thing. But people, because they see me and they're like, oh, look at all that hair, we gotta thin it out. And I'm like, do not.
Why do you want thin hair? Who wants thin hair?
100%. I'm like, whoever wants thin hair ever? Like, maybe if you, I mean, there are girls with like incredibly thick hair,
Right,
that
and
maybe
it could be a detriment. It could be hot.
yeah. But
Well, I noticed that the first day I got this,
man,
I was like,
yeah.
it was running a slip and slide down my neck.
I get like really claustrophobic. Like I have to sleep with my hair on top of my head. I
How?
can't like
In a bun?
Yeah, in a bun or like a clip. I look
But
like I'm from.
You sleep with a clip in your head?
But I sleep with it on top, so I go like this. I go like this, and I go like this, and I go like that, and I clip it on the very top. And I look like a girl from the 1900s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
And so I clip it up here, and then it's like I can't feel anything. Oh, and it feels so nice. Even now, I wish I could wear my hair like this every day.
I don't think I can do that with the
Because you have the extensions.
the other girl's hair.
The
in
other
my
girl's
head.
hair. Do you feel like? Have you ever heard that story of so a girl is killed, murdered, right?
Happens
It happens
far too often.
Yeah, it happens every day. So classic. So yeah, one of the oldest tales of time. So so a girl's murdered, and then she's an organ donor. So her heart was put in another woman's body, and it was actually a younger girl's body who needed a heart transplant. And the girl who got the heart transplant started having like these vivid dreams of like this man murdering her.
No.
And it's because the heart holds memories, not just the brain, but your heart does too. So
no, that's not real?
No, it's real. It is real.
From where?
I mean, from the internet, from from the realest place on earth, the internet.
Yeah.
No, but it's a real story, and I'm sure there's because she was like given to a psychiatrist and everything.
She was given away.
She was given away. She she's put in therapy because everyone thought this little girl was losing her mind, but she was
a little girl.
I think she was like 10 or something.
Oh God! Oh, that makes it so much worse. Now I care.
At first I was tuning out, but now.
Well, I told you this. I was like on podcasts.
I know
my eyes, but I'm here. I'm back. I'm back. I'm here.
I know. You told me that. Chloe told me that she's like really bad on podcasts because she always space out all the time. Mm-hmm. And then I said, "Perfect. I want you to do my podcast."
But you do podcasts alone sometimes.
Yeah, I do podcasts alone, but it still doesn't help my attention span. Like even I'll be doing my podcast by myself and I'll still space out. Like,
do you cut that?
Yeah.
Be honest. Be honest.
Camera's
Camera's rolling. I'm here.
No, I don't think I do. No, I don't. I think it's really bad. Well, if I had, editing is really hard and it's a full-time job, and I don't think I can go through the whole video and be like, I think I did it once and it was fine, but it's kind of just nice if you just let it run. And I've watched other people's solo podcasts before, and which helped me not be so hard on myself, because people, they go off on tangents, they kind of lose their train of thought, and then they just bring themselves back. So it's like, whatever. But sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what I was talking about.
I want you to feel like you're alone with me.
I do feel like I'm I feel like you're not even here.
Yeah. And great. Okay.
Great. Perfect.
If I almost can add nothing, then I've done my job.
Mission accomplished. Woo. Well, anyway, still thank you for coming on the podcast. Yeah. We actually had one really fun conversation, and then I was like, I want to keep on hanging out with you, and I masked it as a podcast.
Well, can we say this? That
I think we can. Well, okay, so we both went to Emily Wilson's. Maybe this would implicate us more.
We can't say Emily Wilson. Bleep that.
Bleep.
We had a really good friend have a special come out.
That's really good.
It's really good. We'll link it below.
Unfortunately, we can't say the name.
I think we can say the name.
We can say the name. Yeah, it was Emily Wilson's. She has a great. Did you watch it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've seen it multiple times. It's so good. She's amazing, and also, I love when a special is kind of like about one thing. It really takes you through kind of one story, and then obviously pops you in and out of like non sequitur stuff, but it's really like it is just about an experience that no one else can relate to.
Yeah.
Like, and that is my favorite thing to watch, where I'm like, what the fuck was that like? It's about her time on the X Factor. And I'm like, that's so cool to have just something that is
so
that
unique.
people want to know.
Yeah,
what the hell was that like? It was really great.
No, I love that too. Because then it's like we're all so different. Like we all have like similar experiences in some respects, but that is like such a unique experience. And then how she ends it, I almost cried. I was like, this is what a fan. I love when something ends like with everything solved.
Yeah. It's a
bow on top, buttons. Big button. But we were there, and I didn't really know anyone except for Chloe, and then we were hanging out, and then a fan of Chloe's was there, and
so sweet,
the nicest person of all time to Chloe.
We're trying to pad this with like a lot of compliments, because there in no way was
we're not wrong.
No,
we're not wrong, and it's not mean what we're saying. It's just basically this person comes up and she's something happened. Something horrible happened to this person, and she didn't address it at all. There was a huge
open wound.
Open wounds everywhere, like around her neck. And
her decolletage,
like huge
in her hand too.
And I didn't see her hand, and so I go to shake her hand because she was the hurt hand was away from me. I say, "Hi, I'm Elle," and I squeezed it really hard.
And it was wrapped.
And I'm like,
that one was wrapped, but there was a quite.
There was some
I hate saying this, but it was a large open wound on her body, and then
though just the way that she was acting like it wasn't there, and she wasn't just in a horrible car accident or something. And I didn't want to be like, hey, real quick, like, what's going on? Like, are you okay?
But like, politely address it, maybe.
Yeah, we could.
No, not you. Like her.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you have, maybe this is wrong, but if you have an open wound, like gaping, like
like if you have a slit on your throat, you have to like you gotta like my friend. She had a huge slit on her throat. And she was posting, and I say this with love and respect, but she was posting on Instagram, like, and she shouldn't post on Instagram any other way, but, she was in Greece, slit. She was in... She's
traveling. She's traveling with this wound.
Yeah, she's traveling, and she's posting, like, traveling pictures of beautiful
sand in the slit.
Yeah, at a wedding, slit. And you're like, And eventually I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. This is so rude, but like, are you okay? Like, what? And then sometimes she'd wear scarves, like huge. Okay. And I'm like, you're not a scarf person.
Right.
What's under there? And I think she ended up saying it was like she had like a cyst or something on her thyroid. Okay. So it wasn't a big deal, and the scar will go away. But like, I thought she was attacked, and and I think everyone, it doesn't matter if you're famous or you're not. If something like really drastic like that happens to you, like make a video.
Address the wound.
Just address it, so you could be like,
let's just all get over it. Like,
let's get over it. We don't have to like keep this secret.
Right. I mean, you can't when it's like that visible, and I don't want to be like, maybe it was a traumatic thing.
I know, yeah, maybe
right,
it was traumatic.
But it like, I will have to say it was almost like she was showing it off.
I right? Honestly, yeah. Right before you said that, I was thinking, what about a turtleneck? You know,
she was wearing nothing near that.
Like
almost
a deep
something
V.
deep. Yeah,
the opposite.
Yeah,
She was showing everything.
More than like
She could have worn gloves.
Yeah, or like just a t-shirt, like,
or just a t-shirt. Yeah, but the neck.
Maybe it hurts because the wound is.
And we'll never know.
Yeah. Well, maybe I might see her again.
Maybe she'll come to a show, and then she'll have like a bandage around her.
Oh my god.
She like will be missing it.
You did say I had to think for a second whether or not it was Halloween.
100%. 100%. The first time I saw her, and I was because Yvette earlier, Segan was like, "Oh, I don't know if it's like Tuesday." What'd she say?
Well, I was saying too. I didn't know what day of the week it was.
Oh, and then Yvette said she thought it was fall. And then I see this girl.
We are off.
We're so off, like incredibly off.
What's going on?
I don't think we're okay. Like, I think comedy is a disease that.
Right, we're circling back to that.
We are.
My phone keeps buzzing and it's distracting me, so I'm gonna put it down.
But yeah, so Yvette said it was fall, and then the second I saw this woman, I was like, "Oh, it's Halloween." And then I was like, "Wait, this isn't a Halloween party. Why am I here again? Who's Emily Wilson?"
Yeah. Yeah. And you also mentioned that. Oh, I'm remembering now. Was it Tuesday? It was a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday.
You were saying that it's nice sometimes as people who sort of work on the weekends or like have a lot to do sometimes on the weekends with shows and whatever, that sometimes the night to have fun and go out is a Monday.
100%. Yeah, it's fun to go on.
That's today. You had to look outside.
No, my calendar's over there.
Oh, I was like, yeah. Well, let me make sure. Let me go outside and make sure it's a Monday.
I just leave out my window. Yeah, I fully didn't know. And I literally have to cross off the days. I have to put an X so I know it's not that day and it's today.
I just did a thing where, I went to a paper source place.
I'm always sorry. Go on.
Is it on?
No, I'm always
just worried
terrified
it's
that
cutting.
It's not even that it's cutting, that I just totally forgot to turn it on, but it's on.
Yeah.
And I need to tell myself it's
on.
Okay. So
now I'm gonna.
No, it's on. It's on. Look at that number go.
I went to a paper like a paper source type place, but it was a mom and pop like paper store,
like Staples, but mom and pop. Yeah.
And I try to shop local.
Okay.
As best as I can.
No, I like to shop local. Like if I can get something that's like, a 5-minute walk away, I'd rather do that than order it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have a buzzer, so Amazon can be hard.
And then and then it's annoying, and I don't know. It's nice if like everything's like around you, but So you go to this.
I go to this paper store that's a mom and pop place. God love them. They're still kicking it. Been there since the 80s. I read on their door, and they had. I was in desperate need of a calendar because I've been missing things pretty consistently.
Yeah.
And I do a horrible thing, which is just remember my schedule.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't use Google Calendar.
I don't use Google. I can't use Google anything on the phone or computer. No.
It's just something doesn't it's like it's so infuriating in the moment trying to input it.
Yeah.
That it's like not worth it for me.
No, 100%. Because then you have to do the day and the time, and then you don't get to. I need colors, or I don't remember.
I need to I need to see it all. I need to see it all.
You need to see it all.
And I'll let my eyes zoom into the day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want the phone giving me the day and then me needing to zoom out and zoom in and shuffle I need my eyes to just do that on their own on the paper where all the days are just there so I can see in relationship, oh, today is actually quite busy compared to tomorrow.
100%.
And I need to see that and know that,
and
or
then
else
the week.
And then the week, and then the month. I mean, so basically I was in a really bad place of consistently missing things, being late for things, not showing up to things, not responding to things, da 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 da. And so I was like, okay, I either need to be able to afford an assistant, which I can't yet.
Yeah.
Or get my fucking shit together and just write something fucking down and grow up.
Yeah.
Like, just grow up.
Yeah.
And so I tried to go to this mom and pop place to get a calendar, and they had a big, like, paper pad calendar of, like, all the days. And I had been building myself up to, like buy a calendar, do this, like, focus. And then I went and I turned it around and it said $29.
For a calendar?
I put it down and I walked out.
Okay. Well, this is why mom and pop shops need to be nuked. They all need to be gone.
We just tried to build them up so hard.
They're so important, but like, no, their attitudes are out of control.
They're like trying to make ends meet, and we're like, you guys are fucking suckers. Like,
no, I mean, what is that? A $29 calendar? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is like $10. Get a $10 one from Amazon. You should get this one. I like it.
It looks great.
Is that the type you're looking for, or do you want the whole year?
A whole year on one piece?
Well, check this out. This is. Well, I don't know what you're looking for. But so, I've like this.
Gyno.
What? No.
Gyno's coming up.
No,
it's not. I don't go to the.
No,
I don't go to the doctor for my
take
pussy.
it back.
I don't.
I don't have a vagina. You know that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna talk to her about PPD, DD, PMDD. Even though I know I have it from you. Mm-hmm. You gave it to me.
It sounds like we had sex.
I know record,
you gave me PMDD. I'm going to the gyno.
I know it really does. We, despite rumors, we have never, and will never, unless. Well, I'm straight. Are you straight?
For the most part, unfortunately.
That's okay.
I've done, I've been around the block. I like people. This sounds like I'm dodging the question, but
you can be whatever you want.
It's just that I have dated so many men that you really can't say otherwise.
Dude, I am, and it's kind of really annoying. I totally understand what you're talking about because unfortunately I am straight, but like I'm so over guys, but I'm so straight. Not so straight, but like, like I'm objectively attracted to men and I don't feel the same with women in that way.
I know.
So it's like, technically, no, I'm like so straight, but then I'm just like, I can't, guys are just like pissing me off time after time after time after time.
Are you looking for anything right now?
No.
Well, you have a beautiful apartment, and my God, the lucky man gets to stay in this
Dude, I
place.
don't like guys come here because I'm like, I don't want your bad energy.
You don't let them come here?
No.
You sleep at a guy who's
because
like,
I don't
a roommate's house somewhere?
No. The last guy had a really nice place, and I went to it's like way better than this place, and
don't say that.
I feel bad saying that. I'm sorry.
You got a huge tree.
I know. I feel bad saying that in my apartment. I'm sorry. I love you, but he had a different vibe, very nice apartment. And I liked being in his apartment. On top of that, I did have a thing where like they came here all the time, and then when it ended, all the memories were here, and so I literally got rid of a couch because I'm like, I can't.
No.
That couch just reminds me of him, or reminded me of him. And so I sold it for like $100. I was like, someone get it for $100.
You're so sentimental.
I think I am. I'm very sentimental.
I didn't think that or know that about you.
I'm sentimental and I'm romantic. I know.
I'm very romantic.
What are you gonna do? It's fun.
I'm like a serial monogamist, which
Same.
I am
Monogamist.
trying to break.
Is that a word?
Monogamist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monogamist.
Monogamist. Yes. Yeah.
I'm trying to break the spell
Of monogamy.
Not polyamory. I'm just trying to like be my own person.
No, I love that.
Yeah, I'm trying. This is.
Do you want me?
Oh, yeah. Well, I just wanted to comment that you are going to Las Vegas too.
Oh,
and then you're going to the gyno after Las Vegas, which is smart.
Which is perfect timing.
I'll just keep this on my lap in case I drool.
Honestly, having a calendar, sometimes I just sit and I just look at it and I'm like, you know, and then when you're working, you have your calendar right here. You can write anything down at any minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets all crazy and you can go back and be like, whoa, wow, look at that.
You are convincing me to maybe get this specific one.
I'll send you the link. What were you saying about monogamy and being yourself?
Oh, yeah. This is I think I said this when we were talking the other night, but this is like the longest I've been single since I was 19.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
27, about to be 28 in like 2 weeks. 28. So like as
happy birthday. When's your
essentially
birthday?
28. May 13th.
That's the day that I'm doing my hour. Wow.
Really? Where?
What a great birthday gift. You could just come to
It's like, what are you doing on your birthday evening? Would you like to hear about what I have to say?
Don't you want to come to my comedy show?
And I'll come alone and people are like, oh my God, isn't it your birthday tonight?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You came alone? You didn't come with anybody?
Yeah. I'm doing it. Have you ever been to Flophouse?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm doing it at Flophouse.
Oh, amazing. That's a Flophouse. Shout out Austin Locke.
Yeah, I love that room.
It's great. It's a great room.
Yeah, I feel really, I don't know. Some rooms I just feel like super comfortable in. Maybe because it's like small and dark. I love a small and dark.
It's also got the right people coming.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're going to see, I feel like gotta burp. You're going to see.
I burp a lot on this podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm like, especially when I do like solo podcasts, I'm like drinking water and like talking a lot, and you know, it just happens.
Yeah, I'm recovering from having insane acid reflux yesterday.
Oh, really?
I dry swallowed a pill, and it turned my life upside down.
Yeah, it ruined you.
Like, I was like, I can't eat what I eat. I can't do what I do.
I'm sorry, I can't make it to the show. I dry swallowed a pill.
Really, like, man, acid reflux is no fucking joke. But anyway, I'm recovering swimmingly.
Yes.
What was I gonna say?
Birthday monogamy.
Oh no, I was gonna say that there's nice young people that come to Flophouse who like, it's like, you know, in an area where it's like, I don't want to say kids, but like young people come out to like vibe, and it's a good demographic of people. So it's, you know, you get so many different types of people in different venues where you go like, oh, I can't believe like, you know, this worked here and there with such different people, or like, yeah, I can believe that this didn't work here and then worked there.
Right.
Anyway, that's so boring and whatever.
Not boring at all. No, it's a good point. And it's inside baseball for all you losers who don't do stand-up comedy. But a lot of, it's hard to get like a very well-rounded crowd where it's like, it feels like everyone, especially that place too. I feel like some audiences go to some clubs and you're like, are you coming to see comedy? Because you guys all seem really mad and like upset.
There's so many places where,
and like, you don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is supposed to be fun, you know? But yeah.
Yeah,
Flophouse has good vibes. So if you're around May 13th, come out.
If you're around May 13th, wish me happy birthday. And also,
and then come to my show.
Yeah.
But But then, so you're single.
Mm-hmm.
You're single. Me too. Interesting.
What's a girl gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. So when you say you want to be less of a monogamist, I think I know what you're saying, but do you want to explain that a little bit more?
Well, I think I'm also like a romantic person.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy people's company a lot. Like
Yeah.
I like getting to know someone really fast, and like, so I feel like I move fast in like dating, so then all of a sudden it just feels like, oh, and we're together.
Yeah.
And then it's and then years later you go, oh my god, like, yeah,
Good
I've
Lord.
been in a relationship for a long time. And then I think it's also like a people pleasing thing, where if something's going well, or you know that someone else is enjoying something too, you feel inclined to kind of just like say yes into it, and like like I'm an optimistic person, I feel like sometimes, and so I'm like, yeah, like, what, what's so bad about that? Like, let's get closer, let's get like whatever. And then but it's also like I need to like be on my own. Like I need to I need to consider like my actual desires, like in a day, like not scheduling your life around somebody, or like making sure that you're free for this thing that they have to do, or like whatever. This is like a thing I'm saying this, but I don't even really know it yet. Like I don't really know how to do it yet, because you've
been in a relationship for so long, or just like relationships.
Yeah. I'm at the like, what month is May? It's May. Like 8 months.
8 months.
8 months I've been single.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm 8 months.
I'm 8 months. No, that's great. I love that. We kind of have the opposite problem, but we're at the same kind of destination in a way. I've been single like kind of like my whole entire life, and then I had one big relationship where we were dating for like 5 years, and like we thought we were gonna get married and all that stuff, but then I decided to like move to New York and then do comedy instead.
Wait, where was that?
That was like I knew him in high school, but we didn't date until I was in college, which he was still in my hometown, and I went to college at IU, which was like a 4-hour drive. Indiana University.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I was really like, I was getting so dyslexic of like university in Iowa. Okay, I'm there. Yeah. Indiana, I'm there. Indiana. What year?
Yeah. I'm there. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Indiana. 2015.
I was probably like 2013. 2013. And then yeah, we dated like long distance, and then after college, like the plan was like, oh, we're gonna live in Chicago together. And then he didn't move to Chicago. He didn't like stay in Chicago. And then he moved to like, a different state completely. It was just kind of
he was running away,
but it was like such a weird thing, because like whenever I tell people about this, they're like, oh, he wasn't into it, but I can't even express how much he loved me.
Oh my God.
He was like really upset, and he couldn't, I broke up with him because I'm like, this is weird that you're like, either move to New York or you don't. Like, we're not going to keep on doing. We would have been long distance today. And that's when people do long distance, long-term relationships, that's another form of crazy mental illness.
It is really crazy.
Yeah, it's not good. And I didn't like it. And then that was like my last real, I mean, I've had like short little things here and there. But every single time I am like a people pleasing person myself, I like put it. I make them the important thing.
Mm-hmm.
I make my schedule around them. I'm thinking about them, and I'm not like. Anytime I've been really into a guy while doing stand up, my stand up is horrible. Is absolute ass.
Yeah.
And I'm not even. I don't get material from it or anything because I don't. Not that I want to, but it doesn't serve any purpose really.
Yeah.
Or it hasn't in the past. So I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm kind of just like throwing time away to these people who don't even want it.
Yeah.
So it's time to just focus. And I'm sure there's like, there's probably a aspect of, like I only chase the guys that want to be chased. And then the guys who are like, here, I'm ready for the relationship. I'm like, you gross, disgusting.
But do you want a relationship?
No. And I discovered that recently. I really don't, because I have a lot of stuff to do.
I've been thinking it's like, oh my God, I feel like I've got so much to do that I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I will ever really want that again.
Yeah.
Now, but that's like maybe cynical or something, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can do so much when I'm alone.
100%. And I think eventually what happens, my theory, and I do think this will happen for me, and I think it will happen for you, and I think it happens for everyone eventually when you focus your energy on yourself and you pursue your life and your passions like on your own like time and agenda and terms, a person will come into your life and they'll just fit one day, and it won't be this whole like you
won't even notice them there.
You won't even know that they're there.
It's almost like me on this podcast.
Yeah, 100 exactly. And then it will just like fit perfectly, and then it won't be you won't have to give anything up.
Mm-hmm.
That's my theory.
I think that's and I don't feel like I have a timestamp for that. I don't feel like,
which is good,
in what we do, there really is kind of like you have to, you really like shouldn't, I don't know. You don't need to settle down or anything like in a timeline, like for what we do. It's like, it almost feels like, oh, that's what people do when they're like in their late 30s and like, or shifting, I don't know, their life. But alone, but not celibate.
Alone but not celibate. Yes.
I don't want to get that. I don't want to put that out there.
Yeah, no, not
like,
celibate. No,
alone but not celibate.
Yeah, like if the vibe is right, let's hang. But I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna make any promises to anybody. Guess what? I have
God.
segments.
Wait, what?
I have segments.
Oh my goodness.
I have a
you're in like your news blazer.
I
You've
know.
got like cue cards.
It's a bit of a bit. Okay. Wait, which ones do I want? Okay, so first we'll do the ISIS suggestion box.
ISIS?
Yes.
Okay.
If ISIS had a if ISIS had
You're drunk.
Or suggestion box. If ISIS had a suggestion box, what would you put in it?
Oh. Get a better quality camera. Wait, is that the?
But then ISIS would blow it up.
Wait. Am I giving a suggestion to ISIS?
Yeah, like if ISIS, I mean, it's like, so ISIS, I assume their whole thing is like they like to blow things up. So if you would want anything to be blown up.
Oh, okay. I'm not giving them suggestions on how to run their business better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like trying to think about like, yeah. So something that I'd want to like kind of implode into. Oh man. Fuck. That's really hard.
Or if you had like a suggestion for them personally of how they could run their business better, I guess that would be a good one too.
Well, yeah, get a better camera. I think, I think, I do want them to explode, the like separate area that you need to get Ubers and stuff from at the airport.
For sure. Especially the one at LAX.
It's like just Please just come to arrivals.
Yeah. What is that? That's not a thing. You can't force me to take a bus.
A bus. It's like, just can I put in my destination in this bus and just keep driving?
Keep going.
I'll drive.
Yeah, have the bus be a part of the route of the rest of the city.
Yeah.
So just take me to where I need to go. Make the bus the Uber.
Make buses Ubers.
That's a good idea.
That's my suggestion to ISIS. Make buses Ubers.
That's a good suggestion. And to blow up those fucking
You should be able to put in, and this would make no sense and not be able to happen, but it would be cool to be able to put, if you walk into a bus and you can put your destination in.
No, and then once the bus is full, no more additives. No one can get on. One in, one off.
No one in, no one out.
Once you get onto the ISIS bus,
you are not getting home.
Yeah, you're going to fucking Iran, right?
Don't get on the ISIS bus, please.
Honestly, if there's an ISIS bus, yeah, take Chloe Troast's suggestion. Don't get on. Don't get on. Okay, my answer would be, I would put in some suggestions for anger management classes, or Connecticut.
For them to go to Connecticut?
ISIS to just. I mean, I would say everyone in Connecticut can leave, but I think Connecticut can just, we can.
Do you want it over?
I want it done. I want it done.
I agree.
I think, or, we could build some fake twin towers, put them in Connecticut. They don't, no one goes there. Okay. They're not real buildings, but
there's no one in, no one out.
No one in, no one out. And it's more of just like a Trojan horse, a decoy.
A decoy.
And they're like, I thought we got those.
Damn it.
And then they go to,
it's
a good idea.
Yeah. They're not even there. They say it's a hologram.
It's a hologram. Yeah. That's how we trick ISIS into coming back, even though, I don't know.
I don't think they ever left.
Oh, dang it.
Also that it did, that wasn't ISIS.
I know. I misspoke. It was
Al Qaeda.
Bill Clinton? No.
Oh. Well, we're getting, yeah.
What was that president's name?
George Bush? Whoa.
George Bush. Yeah, I forgot his name. I was thinking Bill too much.
Oh, I've been thinking about Bill too much too.
George Bush.
When he was on Arsenio Hall playing the saxophone.
When he played the saxophone.
Mm-hmm. Bill Clinton.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's how he won.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's how he won presidency? It's American Idol.
That's what people say.
Really?
That when he went on Arsenio Hall and he played the sax, that it was like
that's so
a done deal.
Factor. Wow.
He did.
He did do. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Wow. Go look it up. Go. It's a great clip.
We'll
has
cut
sunglasses
to it
And he's wailing.
Wow.
And George Bush is a painter.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
I kind of like him.
George Bush.
Now, I don't know. He seems like a silly guy. Like if he was
Ellen, George.
DeGeneres.
Yeah, they're friends. They're buddies.
They are.
I think so. That's what I heard. I don't know.
David Drake. Do you know him?
I don't know.
He's a comic. He's really funny. But he has a really great bit about Ellen DeGeneres. And I always completely botch, other people's bits when I
no, but do it. Yeah, no, you just do someone else's joke on it.
But he basically says that like of course, Like if you were coming up as a comedian.
You're starting off really strong here.
God, okay. Should I not? I know I'm all insecure. I
need to hear it now.
But I mean, I guess the gist of it is that if you're coming up as a comedian in the 90s or like 80s, 90s as a lesbian, and everyone is such a huge dick to you, like, yeah, eventually that would turn you evil once you got some power. You'd be like, yeah, everyone needs to burn because
I did it. Yeah. I
won, and you guys were all dicks to me. And so I'm going to lock, assistants in my basement.
I don't think it's a problem at all that she's mean.
No, be mean. People are mean. I hate the whole like, this celebrity's a dick. If I ever get famous, which I will.
Yeah.
And you will too.
Hello.
Right after this girl drops. Already is. I mean, yeah. 100%. I'm not necessarily, I don't mean to be mean, but I say things and people take them the wrong way all the time.
Well, I this is a theory that I have, is that, I'm not saying that it's like great to be mean or whatever, but it's not part of the prerequisite of an artist.
Yeah.
Or whoever to be nice, like,
or likable.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's like the prerequisite is like, is what you do good.
Yeah.
And then if they're a nice person or they're cool, it's like, that's a great bonus.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a cool, like, oh my gosh, and they're really cool. Like, what a great bonus. But it's like, if they're a dick, it's like, yeah, well, just don't hang out with them. Or like, don't look up to them as an idol.
Yeah. Just enjoy
like,
their talent.
Like, just listen to their music or something.
Yeah. Like Michael Jackson.
Clip this. Clip this. I've listened to Michael Jackson all the time.
Honestly, I was so anti. I was like, Michael Jackson's a pedophile. I'm not going to listen to his music. And then I don't even know how, but I discovered Dirty Diana so late in life. And it was and then I hear Dirty Diana and I'm like, you know what? Like, it seems like everyone was kind of okay with it.
That's the song for you?
I liked, Billie Jean and Thriller and all that stuff. But like, Dirty Diana really, what, wow. A Man in the Mirror. Yeah, sure. But I don't know. Dirty Diana was like, yeah, sometimes what are you going to do?
Dirty Diana.
It's such an angsty song.
I've been really in my off the wall era. I've been listening to that record a lot.
Record?
Yeah, I'm sort of a music guy.
Whoa, you play it on a record?
I do have a record player, but I'm listening to it on my...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe I'll listen to it. What's it called?
Off the Wall. Off the Wall. One of Michael Jackson's maybe it's one of his most famous.
I only listen to Dirty Diana.
Well, that's also fine. You don't have,
No, I need to get into the other stuff. Okay.
I need to get into Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
It's
hard. I will say my parents had a horrible music taste. If maybe none music taste. So as an adult, I've kind of had to discover all of it on my own. They never listened to anything. But
take your time, though. Take your time. How old are you? No comment.
Next question. No, I'm 31.
But that's like the same age as me.
I know. It is 28 when you think about it.
It's so like
I'm turning
middle of
32, but it's still right there.
32 is a beautiful age.
That's
it does
what
feel
I think.
Like
I've always fantasized about 32. Like I just felt when I think about a girl who's 32, I'm like that's peak. Or 33 or 35 to 32 to 35.
It's so solidly adult.
Yeah. And I'm trying to be an adult. I'm trying to be. What are these?
Got another ISIS question?
Oh no, these are not. I messed up. These are questions for someone else. You can't look at these. Oh,
are those them?
No, this is it. Right here. Crimes that aren't crimes. And I have some examples.
Yeah, give me an example.
So, okay, this is one of my biggest crime that isn't a crime. So let's say we're having a conversation and we're talking about something, we're having a good time. A third party comes in and is like, oh, you know, hey, and we're like, hey, and then we continue the conversation and then they change respectfully, it's typically always a guy that changes the I feel like girls come in and they say, okay, now I'm a part of that conversation. A guy will come in, he changes the fucking conversation. Whoa. I've even had it where a guy comes in, he's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyways, what about like NASCAR? And I'm like, ruins the vibe completely. And,
yeah.
And it pisses, I'm like, this should not be allowed. You should get a ticket.
If someone is just gesticulating in a conversation with one other person, it's like they're getting into something, they're approaching some type of peak in the conversation. Yeah. That is a no-fly zone for me. Like I don't even go over to the conversation. I like wait until they're going like this, like
100%.
They're trying to shift.
Yeah.
And then if you come in like great, then that is being observant, that is being respectful. Yeah.
And I feel like some people it happens to me all the time, and I feel like people see me and this, or just like whoever I'm talking to, having the funnest time of our lives. They're like, oh, I want to join in, but then they're
before the burn victim.
No, literally, it was that girl. We were on a roll,
and I really hate to be doing this, but it's like it was really that.
It was really that, and then we're like, wait, so you ruin our conversation, and now we're expected just to ignore the elephant, the chopped up elephant in the room. Yeah. Horrible. Okay, so another one I have is so when someone asks, you know, oh, how are you, and then you say good, and then they say, oh, wow, you must be doing really well.
Oh.
What? And they make a huge deal out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I've been saying great recently. And someone asks me how I'm doing, I say great.
And what do people say?
They go, oh, yeah.
I fucking hate that. I'm like, just be like, great. I feel like it's gaslighting to be like, oh,
you?
Yeah. You? What's so great about your life?
I know who is constantly going through troubles. You're great.
You're great. Since when?
The person I know that has had a very difficult year. You're doing great.
Yeah, beg to differ. And it's like, okay, well, now you're just let me be great. There's no reason. And then they always want a reason. Like, why? I don't know. I feel like I'm also a very optimistic person. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm just not having a bad day. You know?
Yeah.
Things that piss me off.
Oh wait, here's a crime that is a crime for me. That's not a crime that should be a crime. People who carry like leftovers in their bag, like,
and it smells, and then they're like, oh, I'll just eat it
later
in the showroom where everyone's.
This happened last night.
Really?
This happened last night. Well, it wasn't anybody that I was doing a show with. It was during the show. All of a sudden, it was like burrito, like, and I was like,
burrito. like everyone's eating your burrito.
Yeah, like that sucks. And I feel like it happens a lot with like dudes that just don't give a fuck, which is like, live your life. I'm not trying to be like anti, like, whatever,
like get on your ass, or
but it's like they'll go get a burrito for lunch and then keep it wrapped in their bag and have it like later from their backpack, and I'm like there is no reason you should, like, there's no reason for you to be doing that, and I hate you.
It's 5th grade behavior. It literally is.
You stole a cookie from the cafeteria. You wanted to have it during science.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah. You're ruining everyone. And I
think it's quite like gross.
It's disgusting. And I mean, I don't hate men at all, but they're just
so don't listen to the whole rest of the podcast before this.
Did it sound like I hated men?
No.
I
No.
love men. I'm straight, remember?
Ooh.
I know. Isn't that cool?
Ooh.
I found it on the street.
Oh.
Virtually
Ooh. I love it.
there's a lot of free stuff I found on the street here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Anyways. Let's see. When you don't. Okay, that's a classic one. Okay. Farting on an airplane. That's pretty bad. I think you should be in jail for life because that's disgusting. And I've had it where the person who farted was definitely the window seat, and then I'm in the middle, and then the other person thinks it's me.
Oof.
And I know it's them because the smell is coming direct. Like it's like someone died right next to me.
And it's spiraling through the cabin.
Yeah,
You know how they during COVID they said that they had some new mechanics for filtering air faster. It's like, that's such fucking bullshit. You didn't, like, planes haven't changed since the 80s, and there's no way that you've built a new filtration system in like 45 seconds, but it's filtering the fart almost like it goes into somebody else's thing and comes out as their air. Yeah. So like, you can't be doing that. But it's quite hard. You get bloated.
But go to the bathroom and fart in there.
Totally. And yeah, we all do that. Actually, a crazy fart thing that I just remembered. This was really, really crazy.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm locked in.
And I just burped.
Perfect.
But politely. And I was in an Uber coming back from an airport. And because we were talking about it earlier.
You said that as if I like own airports.
Right. At an airport, which of course you know. And so it was a long ride. I'm just prefacing that because it was a long ride.
Okay.
And the guy, at one point, we had a long way to go, and he silently farts so bad.
Wait, silently? Oh,
silently.
Wait, you didn't hear it.
Didn't hear it, but it was like the full meal and the full toilet bowl was of the meal was in
past
the car.
Toilets, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then he puts down his window, and then I watch him rummage through his bag next to him, take out his cologne, and spray it in the car.
Ew. So now it smells like musty shit.
But I like watched him do it. Like, I was like, that. I've never seen anybody do that. I've never seen anybody so publicly and like
God.
In full sight mask their like toilet bowl of fart with cologne that, I mean, just, it was
Ew.
so nauseating. It was so nauseating, and I've never seen anyone pull a move like that.
Did you roll down the window? Or did you say,
of course,
hey,
of
could you
course.
keep the windows up?
I'm trying to burn my nose out. So could you actually put the windows up? I'm actually trying to throw up a bunch.
Yeah, I'm doing a cleanse.
So. Yeah. I'm trying to get over my fear of vomiting. So I'd like for you to put your windows up, and I'm trying to get this Uber dirty.
Dude, that would be that would actually be the perfect time to throw up in an Uber. I've never done it before, but that would be a perfect time, because it's like, you just
did this to me.
You did this, and now I'm doing this to you.
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect comeback.
He was sick. That man, like, not
Oh
like
my
sick
God.
in the head, like he was sick in this. He had some type of
He was
illness.
his stomach was going through stuff.
It was really weird. Oh, and I also I've been having some freaky like taxi experiences. Like, I got into a cab last night, and the door was not even closed yet, and he turned around and in the most like condescending way was like, you have to put your seatbelt on because it's the law.
Oh, get fucked.
And I was like, 54th and 8th. That's not where I lived. That was where I was going. But I was like, I hadn't even said my destination yet.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I know.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. I'm not fighting you on this. I'm shutting the door and telling you my destination first, and then I will buckle.
Yeah.
But it was like so crazy. And then he goes, are you paying with cash? And I was like, did I have to? Like, I just hailed a cab. I don't think anybody's had to pay for cash for cabs. It's like 1991. And so I was like, no, I don't have cash. I'm sorry. And he was like, all right, do you want to do a flat rate? And I was like, a flat rate? Like, I'm not, once again, going to the airport.
Oh, my camera turned off. Ta-da. But guess what? We can keep going.
Yeah, okay. But this is not a visual story, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That was so crazy. I paid a flat rate.
So that just means he decided the rate.
$25.
To go probably, 2 blocks?
About 20.
Was it fair?
I actually, to give him a little bit of credit, I think it was cheaper than what I was going to do. And I was like, what the fuck is your deal? Like,
He's like the meanest, fairest guy of all time.
That's an awesome, blend.
Yeah.
The meanest, fairest man.
He was having a horrible day, and he was like, you know what? And you know what? Guess what? I'm going to charge you a little bit less.
It's cool.
Ubers get really weird. I was in an Uber yesterday. I get in the Uber, and the guy says, he says, hi, do you know where you're going? And I was like, yeah.
Don't you know where I'm going?
Yeah. I'm like, is this not an Uber? Did I get in the wrong car? And he was like, oh yeah, this is Uber. I'm like, great. So you know where I'm going? He's like, yeah, I know where you're going.
Did he think that somebody called it for you?
No, he didn't want to drive me. He was like, okay, so it's going to, there's a bit of traffic because of this bike race. It's going to take a little bit. I'm like, that's fine. The subways are down.
What?
Yeah. And he said, are you sure you don't want to take a subway? I'm like, I called the Uber to take an Uber.
Right.
I knew my options.
He's trying to not make money.
I know. And I think he just didn't want to go through
the
traffic I didn't see one bike. I didn't see one guy on a bike the whole time. I'm like, where's this
woman
or woman or they them or anyone
or kid or
fucking
dog on a
bike.
There's no bikes.
I didn't even see a stagnant bike. No bike in
bike on its own rolling down the street.
Just like, yeah, I didn't even see a ghost on a bike. So then and then he was like, then he said, well, we're gonna have to take back roads. I'm like,
what? There's no back roads in New York City.
Like, is there a countryside I don't know about?
Oh God, take me there.
I know, seriously.
You're driving through like the lawns of Central Park.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what this guy was on, but I was like, hey, we're in this together. We're on this journey, and I'll be in this car until you drop me off. Until I'm dead. And I was like, well, I gotta go where I'm going. It's not like, and he begrudgingly said fine. And I was like, dude, these Ubers are just fucking crazy. But something I was gonna say earlier was, remember the heart thing? I forgot to say. Remember the heart thing?
Oh yeah,
with the little girl. I was gonna say, I wonder, because you have some lady's hair in your head tied, you have her memories or personality.
Wow, what a you buttoned this one up.
I buttoned it up.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a really big compliment. I usually button nothing.
Yeah, we unbutton as fuck.
I'm just too ADD to button. Yeah. But I forget it. I can't even remember. I can't believe I remembered it.
That is real. I mean, that's great. That happens on podcasts all the time, where it's like they start telling a story, then they forget. But I'm pretty sure we finished every story today.
Perfect. This is a perfect way to end.
And if I have the memories of this woman on my head,
you start screaming out of nowhere on stage.
And if it just comes in like like just randomly, that would be horrifying. But so far, I'm feeling like she was a Florida slut.
A slut? Oh, wonderful.
That's what I'm feeling.
Amazing. I love that. And I love that she's on your head now.
She's on my head and in my heart.
Well, thanks so much for doing the podcast, dude. Woo, we did it. And where can people find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Chloe_Troast. And I'm doing a lot of shows.
Doing a lot of shows. Hell yeah.
Maybe I'm coming to Texas in June.
No, I'm not going to Texas in June. I almost said same. I'm going to Florida, which is like...
Oh, similar.
It's Texas in its own way.
In its own way.
In
We
its own-
love you, Florida.
We love you, Florida.
Please come out to Texas, all you Florida people.
Go to Texas, go to
yeah.
Florida. And cool. Thanks so much for having for having me on.
Thank you, really, for
having me in your apartment, having me on your podcast. Okay, this is Elle Diablo. Thanks. Bye.